And the deck you were all waiting for. It's called Sub to Luke Tyler Yugioh. Balance. Witchcrafter. Holy moly, the
This is the Witchcrafter deck I got top 8 in the MCS with. However, this tournament was 2 days before the release of Yugioh and Masterpiece. If these cards were available at the time, I would have definitely considered playing a Lightsworn build instead. So in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about each of these builds. This is the one that I played on Saturday. I really enjoyed this build because I felt like Witchcrafter was often weak when it wasn't drawing into its tech cards. There's a lot of good traps you can play on Witchcrafter, but because they're not spells, they will normally make you brick. So with balance, you can guarantee opening a monster, spell and trap, which is really nice in my opinion. If you're not familiar with how balance works in a deck count of this size that's on the screen. So it's not going to always give you a playable hand, because every now and then you'll have a Vere and no unveiling. That doesn't happen very often though, and most of the hands are really good. I'm playing a third brookie monster in this build though, because I play the Neos engine. I think the Neos engine is really nice in this deck when you aren't drawing a brick, which I know sounds like a pretty obvious thing to say, but I felt like Neos Fusion had enough applications to where it was worth playing, even though there was that brick factor. Sending any of the Witchcrafters from deck to grave I felt was really nice, and when it connects over a monster you get another Neos Fusion to your hand. Although there isn't a way of activating that second Neos Fusion, it still has synergy with the Witchcrafters and discard traps. With the new support, I still think it's not too bad to use, because you can send Schmater with Neos Fusion, and then Schmater can send Masterpiece, which on the next turn can summon Genny. The other semi-limit cards which I prefer in this control kind of build is Clash and Treacherous. I think Econ is better in the Lightsworn build because it's easier to get 2 monsters on the field, since then you can make more use of the tribute and take part of Econ. I play 6 discard traps because Witchcrafter generates a lot of hand advantage. If you don't have Karma Cut, Divine Wrath is another really good discard trap, and there's lots of other really good traps you can play here as well. One of the reasons why I like these discard traps is because they are spot removal. With monster removal cards, Witchcrafter is able to play a little bit more aggressively. I did not play Patronus in the MCS because I felt like I was hardly ever sending it with Schmater. With balance, I'd rather be drawing a form of interruption with my guaranteed trap card. However, I think Patronus is better now in this build because of Masterpiece. Before Masterpiece, the graveyard effect of Patronus was pretty much only for Genny, but the graveyard effect of Masterpiece is another and even better way of using the graveyard effect of Patronus. So I can definitely see myself playing Patronus in this build with the release of Masterpiece. However, I'm not playing Patronus in my Lightsworn build because space is quite tight. It's mainly tight because I'm playing Solar Recharge. I like Recharge quite a lot in my Lightsworn build for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I like how even if you draw Recharge and no Lightsworn monster, it's still a spell card to use with the Witchcrafters. Also, I very much like how it works with Show of Nightmares. I think Show of Nightmares is super good in this variation of the deck. The Lightsworn engine functions super well with it. I'm playing Lila because it's a searchable out for Necro Valley, and it can be summoned back with Yugioh. I'm still not 100% with the extra deck, but these are the synchros that I'm making the most. I kind of want to play Onimaru for Raiden plus Vere. The first 2 bits of gameplay today are with my build from the MCS, and the other 2 are with my Lightsworn build.
hit you one more time. I really wanna